Hello, I'm Dr. Denise Wood, and I cannot believe that they gave me a microphone and a stage. I don't think they'll ever get me off here. All right, so let's get to it. Woo, woo! Welcome! This is a gorgeous crowd. I love it. So happy you're here. Enjoy. All right, so I'm Dr. Denise Wood. As Susie told you, I have a master's in counseling psychology and a doctorate degree in clinical psychology. So we're going to talk about mentally healthy ways to stay skinny and fit. One thing that you want to do is you want to mentally prepare yourself. You shouldn't be losing weight because of your husband or your significant other or a friend or whatnot. It should just be for yourself. So we want to see you lose weight because you want to lose weight. So you have to be prepared. And follow a maintenance program. We'll talk about that later. But when you get your ideal goal, make sure you follow that maintenance program and stick with that. Otherwise, if you don't, you're going to be gaining the weight back. And make your goals realistic. If I was to say, okay, I'm going to be 110 pounds, I mean, that would be ridiculous. I could never maintain that weight. So make sure it's a realistic goal that you can achieve so you don't feel like, wow, I failed myself. Also, mentally be in the present. Be in the present with your food. Love your food. Sit down with your food. Put your book away. Put your telephone away. Really spend time with your food. Enjoying it. Be in the present. Be there with your food. Secret number one, moods and foods. Moods do affect what we eat. No, there are going to be times when moods are going to affect what you eat. Hormonally, depression, anxiety, things like that. There's going to be times when this is going to affect you. So just realize that and know that there are times when this is going to come along. Also, keep a journal. Write about what you're eating, when you're eating, how you're eating, and why you're eating it at that certain time. And what moods make you eat more? Do you eat more when you're anxious? Do you eat more when you're depressed? Do you eat more when you're bored? When are those times? And take a deep breath and just think about it. And before you emotionally go and eat something, take a deep breath and think, is this really going to be good for my body? Is it something that I need? Is it something that will make me healthy and happy? Secret number two, mentally healthy meals. Yay! Eating with others. Meals with friends and family, that can be tough. My big boned eaters or my people that say, oh, I just come from a family of big boned eaters, means that, they're used to big portions and big meals and they don't know portion sizes. So they're more likely to actually be fed more food and they're actually likely to be eating more food. So you have to watch out for that peer pressure. You're going to be out with those people who want to eat those nachos or those French fries and onion rings before you even order dinner. Just make sure you don't fall for the peer pressure. Make sure that you say, okay, you know what, maybe I'm going to have a salad instead. Addictive personalities. Food's an addiction, just like everything else. And the odd thing is everywhere we go, there's food. If you're an alcoholic or if you're into drugs or whatever, you can find places where you can avoid those things, but you can't with food because food is everywhere. Everywhere you go, there's food. So you have to be cautious about that. And then some people might get jealous when you start losing weight. Just be aware of that. Okay, secret number three, milestones. Kudos to you. Yay, celebrate those small goals, right? I don't care if you walked around the block once, if that was your goal, celebrate that. Or if it was your goal to walk up the stairs, celebrate that. Celebrate yourself, for gosh sakes. No one else is gonna do it. Do it for yourself. Write down your accomplishments. We always are writing and journaling when we're doing not healthy things or bad things and journaling how we can be better. Journal how great I am. I'm awesome. Look what I'm doing. Look how I'm helping myself. And after a workout, pat yourself on the back. You deserve it. Compliments. If someone compliments you, say thank you. Don't say it was nothing, because it's not nothing. It's work. Say thank you. Secret number 4, move. What fits your busy schedule better, exercising 1 hour a day or being dead 24 hours a day? Wow, that's pretty close to the heart, right? Keep active, record your activities, see what you're doing, especially when you start losing the weight. See what you're doing. What am I doing to lose this weight? What is getting this weight off me? Run, dance, skip, or walk. I do all of the above. I still skip. It makes me feel like a little kid. I love it. I'll still skip or anything, or take the stairs instead of the elevator. Just move. Self-esteem, it's really gonna help your self-esteem because you're gonna feel like, wow, I worked out today, I feel healthy, I feel great. And lastly, your serotonin levels and norepinephrine levels are gonna go up, which is gonna make you even happier, and you're gonna exude, just really healthy energy. So people are gonna see that and they're gonna love it. They're gonna think you're amazing, as you are amazing. So they should think that. Secret number 5, maintenance. Once you reach your goal, just know that you can't go back. Say, okay, I said I was gonna lose 20 pounds. Well, now I'm done and now I'll just eat the way I was eating before. No, you can't. You have to maintain.
I'm registered dietitian Susie Garcia, and again, thank you for being here. Denise and I are co-authors of Psyched to be Skinny, as we mentioned. And it's on emotional eating, and so that's part of why we put together this talk of our 10 skinny secrets. And it's not necessarily that the word skinny is for everyone to be thin, but a lot of the clients that we work with do have weight loss as one of their goals. And so our goal with this book, and also sharing these secrets with you, is to give you things that you can use so that you can actually change your lifestyle, not just go on and off a yo-yo diet. When we're talking about weight and weight loss, there are a few things that you want to think about, and that is, what is an ideal weight for you? What factors can be affecting that? And so as the years go by, our metabolism changes, especially with women. Kind of around 30 something happens, and around 40 something happens, and you can end up easily with just some small lifestyle changes where you've got an extra 20 pounds and you're like, where the heck did this come from? But what happens when you're on a fad diet or something that is really, really restrictive, you'll lose the weight fairly quickly, but then because it's, you don't want to eat cabbage soup and drink apple juice with cayenne pepper in it for the rest of your life, you end up gaining that weight back, and you gain it back in fat. So as time goes by, your body fat percentage increases, and it makes it a little bit more challenging to lose weight. And that happens with yo-yo dieting. Be careful about too good to be true diets where it's, lose 40 pounds in 4 days. It's not gonna happen, and it's not gonna work. So I have 5 secrets, and I don't know if you noticed, all of Denise's secrets started with M, and all of my secrets start with W, so hopefully it's something that you can remember when you leave here. And secret number 1 for me is to weigh on Wednesdays. And the reason for that is most of us, what's the first thing we do Monday morning? You get on the scale. Almost everybody has done a little bit more indulging over the weekend, and it's really the worst day of the week to weigh. So Wednesdays are just right in the middle of the week. It gives you a set point, and it also keeps you from getting on the scale every day. I have some clients that they, I weighed this much on Monday and this much on Tuesday, and it just fluctuates too much, and it mentally can mess with you, because you can get frustrated and think, oh, I went to that long workout, or I went to Pilates class and walked, and the scale didn't move. You have to give your body time to adjust, especially if you're adding workouts and you haven't done any before. It's difficult to assess what your body is changing when you're weighing every day. And this was a little bit on determining your weight goal, and I think it's better, instead of looking at the pounds of weight on the scale, is actually think about a dress size or a pant size, because when you add working out, you also are going to, muscle really does weigh more than fat. So it's a lot better to have a pair of jeans or a dress that you want to fit into is going to be much more realistic. Okay, secret number 2 is to drink water. It could be water, or it could be any type of beverage that doesn't have caffeine and that keeps you hydrated. So this is a really great slide. It shows you the good, the bad, and the ugly, and so yeah, I'm talking about pee. But if you are, and this is amazing, if you are as little as 2% dehydrated, it can affect your short-term memory by 7 to 15%. So when you're walking around and you're like, where are my keys? It may be that you just should say, where is a glass of water? But hydration is extremely important. If you're not well hydrated, it can affect your mood, it can make you cranky, it can cause headaches. So really pay attention to how much water you're drinking, and go ahead and drink more. Drink sparkling water, drink herbal tea, and if you have to get up and go to the bathroom more, it's okay, because then guess what? You're getting up and you're moving, like Denise was talking about. Secret number 3 is write it down. Denise talked a lot about journaling. When you're keeping a food diary, this cartoon says if you put a crouton on your sundae instead of a cherry, it counts as a salad. So that's not going to count if you're actually doing your own food journal. But it's really, really helpful. I had a client that I asked people to bring in 2 or 3 days of food diary before we meet, and I looked at it. She'd actually done it for a whole week, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. And I said, yeah, well, okay, so you eat out fast food pretty much every day. And she's like, well, no, I don't. And I was like, well, yes, you do. So it's a really effective way that you can, if you actually look at it, or if you use a tracking tool that's online, it can really help you keep track and find little habits like, oh, actually, I did eat out this many times, or wow, I'm having a bowl of ice cream almost every night before I go to bed and I don't even realize it. So it's an extremely effective tool. You want to keep track of what time you ate, and also do your best guess on portion sizes. You can do fistful or actually measure things a few times. And then don't forget snacks, because sometimes there might be that candy dish that you walk by at the office and you aren't even realizing that is making an impact on your total calories. Watch for veggie opportunities. So vegetables are amazing. If you don't like them, start figuring out a way to like them or hide them in your food, because they are so nutrient rich. They've got all the phytochemicals we need. They're disease fighting. I could go on and on about vegetables. But so when instead of thinking about things that you're going to take away, like, oh, I'm not going to drink soda, or I'm not going to do this, sometimes that gets really self-defeating when you just keep putting all those negative thoughts. So start thinking about, what can I have? And you can have all the vegetables you want, the non-starchy vegetables. So where can you put them? For breakfast, you can put them in an omelet. You can add spinach to a smoothie drink, especially if it's a chocolate protein powder. And I see some of you making faces, but you grind it up really good. You don't even taste it. Lunch, put a bunch of veggies in a wrap or a sandwich. Add cucumbers, tomato, lettuce, maybe even some pickles. You can put all kinds of things, and it's not like you're having this big pile of vegetables. They're just worked into your sandwich. Soup is another great way to add veggies. Make a huge pot of soup on the weekend and then freeze it, and then you're always going to have those vegetables available. And at dinner time, I like to do a pre-meal, some type of veggie. Sometimes it's soup, sometimes it's a salad, or I might do a crudité, just some, carrot, celery, cucumber, little cherry tomatoes, just something that you can nibble on to get extra servings of vegetables. You can also hide vegetables in spaghetti sauce or something like that. You can grind up zucchini, you can grind up spinach, and it looks like herbs. And so if you have kids, they don't even know that they're eating spinach. They just think that they're eating spaghetti. You can also steam cauliflower and put that in a food processor and combine it with mashed potatoes. And so you're decreasing the calories coming from the potatoes, and you're getting a little bit extra veggie. So those are some of my favorite hints. So this slide, has anybody ever felt like that? They're just completely wiped out. The 5th secret is wake up refreshed. And it may seem kind of strange for a dietitian to be talking to you about sleep, but it's actually extremely important, because there are 2 hormones that are activated when you sleep that affect your appetite and how much you eat. So the first one is leptin, and what leptin does is it suppresses your food intake, so you aren't as hungry, and that can actually promote weight loss. And it also just gives you a feeling of fullness where you're not hungry all the time. And when you have a good night's sleep, you have more leptin. Now ghrelin I like to think of it as the ghoul. It's the hungry hormone. So if you got the ghrelin and the ghoul. So what happens is when you don't have enough sleep, your body secretes more ghrelin, and that increases your desire to eat. And think about a time maybe you flew or had a little bit of jet lag, or you just didn't get enough sleep, and you're literally just like feeling like you're so hungry. And part of it is your body is looking for energy. Really, you just need a nap, but it'll keep doing that with food. So if you've had a lot of problems, losing weight, or you're, trying to eat better, but you're not getting a good night's sleep, it's going to be more challenging. So I encourage you to get a really good night's sleep. We are so excited that you spent this time with us. Thank you so much.